Critical Metals Corp (CRML) is trending as geopolitical attention intensifies around Greenland's rare earth deposits, which are increasingly viewed as strategically vital to Western supply chains. Ongoing U.S. administration discussions about potential acquisition pathways or deeper involvement in Greenland linked resource projects have further elevated the narrative, reinforcing the idea that Western governments are looking for meaningful alternatives to China dominated rare earth supply. Against this backdrop, Critical Metals has added significant momentum with its January 6, 2026 announcement of a strategic joint venture with Romania's state-owned Fabrica de Prelucrare, a Concentratelor de Uraniu. The partnership will focus on the development of a rare earth processing facility in Romania, giving CRML and its partners a dedicated downstream channel for refining rare earth concentrates sourced from the company's Tanbreez project in Greenland. A key element of the deal is the long-term offtake agreement covering 50% of Tanbreez's concentrate output, effectively securing guaranteed demand while helping to build a vertically aligned Western-controlled supply chain. For industries such as aerospace, defense, advanced manufacturing, and clean energy, this type of secure, transparent sourcing is becoming a strategic priority, not just a business advantage. Within the investor community, sentiment around CRML has grown increasingly bullish. Many see Tanbreez as a world class rare earth asset and potentially one of the most significant deposits outside China, capable of reshaping the geopolitical balance in critical minerals. Traders and long term investors alike are now speculating on the likelihood of direct government participation, financing, support programs, or strategic partnerships to accelerate project development and secure long term supply for Western markets. While some remain cautious about execution risks, timelines, and the possibility of political noise driving volatility, the prevailing tone across forums is one of strategic importance and long term optimism. With geopolitical momentum, a major processing JV in place, and offtake coverage now secured for half of its future production, Critical Metals is increasingly seen as a central player in the race to secure rare earth independence for the West.
Okay, so the stock is up before that 8.13%. This is on top of the 25.64% it gained yesterday, the 6th. So obviously today is the 7th of January. Okay, so far we can't exactly say what's going to happen, but it looks maybe it may be a big day and another big day as well. Okay, let's see now. Underlying trend still remains strongly bullish on this daily chart. The extrapolation seems to be suggesting that it might maintain the strength at least up till the 13th of January. Then after that, the rest of the extrapolation, which is more of a consolidation, may begin to play out. Okay. Projections are saying nothing currently to the upside as of now, but as of Monday the 29th, it had as high as 33.01, 42.98, 49.14. Momentum is expected to remain elevated at least up till the 14th of January. Then after that, there's a chance that the stock might drop below its 10 period moving average. That moving average is rising at a pace of around $5.468 every day. Yeah, okay. Let's see what the 4-hour chart is indicating. Okay, the 4-hour chart is indicating that a contraction is expected to play out, going all the way towards the 16th of January, and the 40 period moving average is expected to rise to contain any pullback. So there is a chance that by the 15th, by next week, the 15th of January, a buying opportunity may begin to open up, given the fact that it's expected to drop below its 40 period moving average. Usually, such an event indicates, for some reason, it usually relates to a buying opportunity. So even though it's contracting right now, I think the opportunity to buy It's not exactly now. It is. It will continue to improve if it continues to contract this. Yeah, if it progresses with this contraction that is gradually playing out now, it does not mean that a different setup wouldn't materialize later on. The projection here is not saying anything to the upside. It's saying $10. Momentum is expected to continue to weaken and not expected to pick up as well. So the algos seems to be suggesting that the stock may have run out of steam. Yeah. Okay. So we could also apply the market grid. It might give us a range of possible prices, especially on that. Okay. Yeah. Yes. But well. Yeah. Just let's play it out on the 4-hour chart. It wouldn't give us anything on the daily chart, given that the market hasn't opened. So here we have on the market grid, we have a range of between 15.05 and 11.77. It is currently at 12.73. So this is where it is down into the support zone. So yeah, this is very much what I'm saying here. So lower prices are gradually printing out. And yeah, we can hear, well, if we were in doubt about the deep buying opportunity, it is gradually opening up, yeah, and may continue to improve towards if this is what is going to happen towards next week, the 15th of January. Then if it continues to progress, then that opportunity will improve. But as things stand right now, based on this 4-hour chart, which is a window that or rather a range that traders would be watching, it is gradually improving. A print towards $11.77 would open up the window very well. But at the same time, there's a chance that if it gets to that level, it may even drop further. Yeah, it may drop further. And here we have, even though this is an extrapolation, it may not give us an exact price, but it relates to 11. We have here 11.2. So we have some, if you like, some convergence here. So the prospect of lower prices is printed out, just as the extrapolation seems to be suggesting is there, and even lower than 11.7. So the window of buy the dip opportunity is gradually building up. Not there yet, you know, towards $11 and towards $11 would okay, anything before 11, anything below $12 will begin to improve the window, the opportunity. But at the same time, it could also print lower price. It could even drop further. It could even drop further. However, this stock is right in the mix of geopolitical discussions and posturing. So a lot can change. A lot can change. These are just extrapolations, but the reality on the ground is totally different. Yes, the reality on the ground is totally different. So any announcement could come out now, and I don't think Greenland has will go away. It will continue to be discussed globally, and the reason why it's been discussed is because of the rare earth metals, and indirectly it is companies like CRML that is in the center of all of that. So CRML is, even though it's not mentioned, it is, I think, indirectly but directly on top of all of those discussions, all of those geopolitical issues. So it is a stock to watch. You know, it's interesting that we have a contrasting extrapolation relative to the possible trade tailwinds from the geopolitics, but I think it's good to have that balance. So technically, a buying opportunity is gradually opening up, but would improve from anything towards the lower half of $11. You know, yeah, from anything from $11, let's just put it now. Anything slightly above $11, the opportunity will improve, but at the same time, it may also continue to decay further. But I know some might argue why. I mean, the fact that it has this geopolitical tailwinds in its favor, it may not going as low as $11 may be a bit of an extreme, but it's not that far from those levels. So it's just a further 10% discount on it will be there. So yeah, but in the midst of all of that, these are things that can happen with geopolitical tailwinds and even with positives. stocks can pull back, correct, and resume their advance. So let's just see how it goes, and I'll definitely continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.